YouTube. Who remembers, was it Gento? Y'all remember, any NBA fans in here? Y'all remember Gento? What it do, YouTube? It's your boy, was it Gento who did that? It was Gento who did that, I swear. Hey, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. You guys are on to me. I'm late. I came 30 seconds late. Alright, if you guys knew how late I'd be coming to some of the Twitch streams, oh my goodness, man. You guys wouldn't know how to act, man. You guys wouldn't know how to act, man. 30 seconds is late compared to what it'd be like on Twitch sometimes, man. Seriously. Yeah, yo, Gentle, man. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let me pull up the Twitch real quick just so I can see who's subbing and stuff like that. What are you guys telling me, man? Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a productive Monday. Today should be a good one, man. Liverpool versus Newcastle. I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. Stream manager, yeah, that should be it. So, DIY boy, I appreciate you for the resub, bro. 6 months. Hincapié to my club. What do we think about that, chat? What do we think about that? Hincapié to Arsenal, man. What are we saying about that one? Because I can't lie. Like, he's good. He's definitely good. I think he's a great player. But at Arsenal, where does he really fit in? Because I like Calafiori. I think Calafiori is set for a big season. And I like Gabriel and Saliba. So, I know Arsenal play a lot of games every season, but, hey, man. There's some guys that always play. And in the biggest games, Gabriel and Saliba are going to be at center back. So, this dude is going to have to make a name for himself at left back, man. He is I know at Leverkusen, he's played as a left center back. Sometimes he plays as a left back, but as an out-and-out fullback. Fairs, man. Let's see how he does. Let's see how he does. Who do I got playing a big role today? Well, let's look at the lineups real quick. Hold up. Let's look up the... First and foremost, chat. Can someone tell me how to make FootMob, like... So you see how right now it has, like, Team A on the top, Team B on the bottom? How do I make it so it's Team A on the left, Team A on the right? I think it was Kurt who I saw do it. How do you do this? Champions League draw this Thursday. I might go live for that. Actually. I might. Does anyone know how to do that? You guys know what I'm talking about? Zoom out a little. Is that how it works? Ah, okay. Okay, I thought it was like a setting on FootMob you have to do it. You just zoom out. Oh, this is amazing then. This is amazing. I've been doing FootMob wrong the whole time then. All right. Let's look at the teams. For Newcastle, I think you know what to expect. Nick Pope, Livramento, Byrne, Schär, Trippier, Bruno, Tonali, Joelinton, Barnes, Gordon, Elanga. For what is available to them, I think that's probably their best team, right? Well, Lewis Hall will play when he's there. Lewis Hall is a miss. Botman, to be fair, what? Is he just coming back from injury? Everything else, I can't lie. I think this is probably the strongest... Suspended is killing me. Suspended by who? I think this is probably the strongest they can put out. It's really Liverpool, in my opinion, that it's a weird lineup, bro. It's a weird lineup. Is Connor Bradley fit? He is. He's fit enough to make the bench, but not fit enough to start. Or maybe he is, and this is a tactical substitution. Maybe it's a tactical switch from Arne Slot. And Szoboszlai, one of him or Jones, will start at right back, but maybe invert in possession. I'm not sure. Like, we're gonna have to take a look at that, man. We are gonna have to take a look at that. That's different, man. Who am I supporting? Do you know who I support in general? I'm sorry, man. I'm an objective fan, but every game Liverpool are playing, I'm hoping they lose. Hala Newcastle, as Faisal said yesterday. Hala Newcastle. Gravenberch, Jones, Vert, Salah, Gakpo, Ekatike. That's the Fab Four. That's what we want to see do bits today. Did Slot explain it? What did Slot say? Can someone link Slot's quote? Like, just put Slot's quote in here, please. Lotier, thank you for the 100 bits. Lies Bouzidi, I am locked in. Jones might get Batista bombed by Joelinton, but we must win. Well, I'm gonna tell you something, right? I'm gonna tell you something right now. First and foremost as well, too. Adnan, thank you for the sub on Prime. 11 months, just 1 month away from a year. Appreciate you, brother. Need Asnat to cash in on their money cash in their money in the bank in the middle of the game and carry Isaac out. Just enjoy Brock Lesnar, man. Enjoy him. What was I gonna say though, chat? Look, bro. I haven't got my stream up. I have to do that right now. But this is the kind of game where mistakes happen and slip-ups occur and shocks are always in the waiting. And I say shock. Would it be a shock for Newcastle to win today? I don't think so. I think St. James's Park, under the lights, in a Big Six game, that's a problem for anybody, bro. It's a problem for anybody. Then, the added intensity, the added flame that's been kind of ignited underneath them because of the entire Isaac situation. Bro, I think these guys are coming out on smoke today, man. These three right here. Bodyguard 1, Bodyguard 2, Bodyguard 3. Oh my goodness, bro. This is the mafia right here. Bruno G, Tonali, Joelinton. Y'all ever watch Godfather? This is Michael. This is Vito. And who's the other one? Who's the other one, chat? Who's the third Corleone brother? Michael, Vito, and who? It's been a minute. Fredo! You broke my heart. He's gonna break something else other than hearts today, bro. He's breaking legs today. You broke my leg, Fredo. That's what he's doing today, bro. This brother is out to hurt somebody today, man. Honestly. Honestly. Florian Wirtz. Stay away from this brother right here. He's on smoke today, man. He's on smoke. I seen him walk in today with his glasses. Looking like the Terminator, bro. This guy's looking like the Terminator. He's ready to terminate someone's Achilles. I'm scared for Liverpool today, bro. Because these three right here are on smoke, bro. They are on smoke. Vito is who? Vito Corleone. Hold on, let me dip into some Godfather lore real quick. Corleone family. The Corleone family. Vito's the dad. I'm bugging, chat. I'm bugging. So actually, technically this is Michael. Even though he is the Italian one. This is Michael. This is Sonny right here. And I know Fredo was a wimp, but in his own stupid way, he's Fredo, bro. And who else is there? There's Sonny. There's Fredo. And there's Michael. Okay. That's the three right here, bro. And who ended up being the son? What was the son's name again? I can't remember, man. It's been a minute since I watched this. It's been a minute since I watched The Godfather, bro. What a series, by the way. I sound like LeBron right now. Yeah, what's your favorite part of The Godfather? I don't know, man. There's just so many great parts, you know. You don't even got one quote. It's just so many great parts, man. I personally, chat. I'm predicting a Newcastle win, man. I can't lie, bro. I'm predicting a Newcastle win. I'm saying Newcastle 2-0, man. I'm saying Newcastle 2-0. St. James's Park under the lights. This is a war today, bro. It's a war. It's a war going on outside we ain't safe from. Tell you who's not safe today, man. This guy. This guy. First game back from injury. Woo! Ekitike versus Dan Burn. This is a big test for Liverpool. Big test with Anfield against Arsenal looming on the horizon. So it almost feels like a bit of a must-win for them, to be fair, right? It does. However, I don't see it today, man. I can't lie. I think Newcastle might have too much for them, man. I think everything taken into account, how angry these guys will be. Hold on, let me turn off the volume. I think everything taken into account, this is going to be like a war more than a football game, man. And when you turn it from a football game to a war when you're playing Newcastle United, it doesn't always end great. That's all I'm saying. Sobotlai at right back as well, too. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll just say this, right? 2 years ago when they signed Sobotlai, if you had told me one day he'd be playing right back for Liverpool, I would have been shocked, man. Shocked. David, appreciate you for the 10 months, bro. Newcastle have not scored a single goal in the last 4 games they've had without Isaac. You could put Faisal at the back and they'd still struggle. Fries in the bag, man. Oh, David, I just hope... David, my brother, appreciate you first and foremost for the 10 months. I just hope, beyond hope... Yeah, let me turn off this timer real quick. Hold on. I hope, beyond hope, this does not come back to bite you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. I hope beyond hope it does not come back to bite you. Any super chats? Let me read these real quick. Yep, Khaled, thank you for the super chat, my brother. Soboslai at right back worries me on the counter, not gonna lie. Yeah, we'll see how he does up against Anthony Gordon. No, Anthony Gordon's gonna play up front. So, what? Either Alanga or Harvey Barnes. I would probably guess Harvey Barnes. Y'all know Barnes-Naldo, man. On his day, Harvey Barnes-Naldo, he's a problem for anybody. 47, appreciate you for the super chat. If LFC can't get Isak, they should sign Rasmus Højlund. I completely agree. Look, man, I think that's a striker just like waiting to explode, to be honest, man. Like, he's on the verge of superstardom, and what better manager to get the best out of him than Arne Slot? So I actually think the money they were planning on spending on what's his name? On Isak, I say forget about it, man. Isak is what now? Like a 3 or 4 season wonder. Højlund is just waiting to explode. I think if Liverpool are smart, they explore that kind of deal. Personally, that's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Someone said your Honda Civic is insane. I'm excited for this game, man. I'm excited. We got 680 people in the YouTube stream. Hit the likes, guys. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button. We're gonna have a great stream today. In Twitch, we got 150 viewers as well, too. Hit the follow button if you haven't already. We got a great stream ahead of us, man. St. James's Park is bouncing right now, man. Bouncing. It's pumped up right now, bro. This is like a coliseum at the moment. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, my God. You see the way Bruno... You know who that reminds me of? AV. Let me not say that, actually. Let me not just out him like that. But he's always showing his teeth, bro. That's how you know someone's crazy, bro. And AV is certainly crazy. Ray says, hashtag free menu. Free menu till it's backwards. I am Mike says, damn, first time I donate money to a United fan. Hey, I appreciate that, my brother. Who's your team? Who's your team, man? I appreciate you for the super chat. Look at this, man. I'm fixing, let's see who you support. I was about to say I'm fixing inner city problems if you're a Man City fan, but we'll see. Appreciate you for the super chat, my boy. GGMU says, thoughts on the Menu situation. If Amorim doesn't want him, he should F off back to Portugal. Harsh words. The academy is the core of our heritage and success. Look, man, in less explicit words, agree with your sentiment. Kobbie Mainoo is too talented to be left out of a team that's 16th in the league, bro. I completely agree. My guy Steven in the chat. Shout out my guy Steven. Storylines in this game are going to be massive. Let's fucking go. I completely agree, man. I completely agree. This feels like a movie right now. St. James's Park, man. What a stadium. What a stadium. Josh said, found out my roommate and longtime close friend also watches you. I felt proud in a way. Bouzidi Nation is big. Putting him onto the stream as well. Hey, Josh, my guy. Tell him I said what's up, man. Tell him I said what's up. That's sick. That's actually sick. I am Mike's an LFC fan. Love your content, though. I appreciate that, my boy. Please win. Please win today. Please do not let Newcastle crash it on you, Mike. But I appreciate the super chat, my boy. Thank you so much, brother. Oh, Florian Wirtz. I'm excited today to see Wirtz, man. You guys know I'm a big fan of Florian Wirtz. Can I tell you how the UCL draw on Thursday works? Because after the rules changed, is it any different than it was last year? Is it? I don't care about Jordies. Jordies don't care about me. All I care about is Reggie the Bree. Hey, that's a good chant. That's a good chant, man. Alright, English football fans, when it comes to making chants, y'all are undefeated, bro. No one does chants and songs better than English football fans, man. Seriously, they're clear. They're clear. Is the stream delayed? No. What the hell? Defense. You Americans, they stink at chants, bro. Seriously. Put that shit in the bag, man. Put it in the bag. Game's about to kick off soon. Put your final predictions in here, man. I already told you, I think 2-0 Newcastle. I think Newcastle are going to turn up this game. I got 2-0. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Game gets kicked off. Let's get it. Van Dijk goes long from the jump. And we get to see the first battle, Ekitike versus Dan Burn. I'm going to say this right now. I don't think Ekitike has ever faced a center back like Dan Burn. I'm not saying he's the best center back he's ever played. But someone like Dan Burn, I'm not sure Ekitike has ever faced a Dan Burn type center back, bro. He probably looking at this dude and thinking like, what the hell? Dude's a tree, man. Anthony Gordon. Look, at Newcastle already starting with an intense pace to them. Elanga. Dispossessed by Liverpool. Gakpo. The first tackle from Tonali. The crowd loves that. Elanga. Corner. Corner. Look at the Newcastle fans right now, man. This means more. This means more. I'm telling you, bro. Coliseum settings right now, bro. Coliseum settings. Corner to Newcastle. Big Dan Burn lumps up to the front. Salah on him. Elanga with a corner. Imagine an early goal here. This will take the roof off the stadium. Liverpool clear away. Only as far as Trippier. Yeah, this is mental. This is mental. Joelinton already just tried taking off Gakpo's head, bro. This is already crazy. It's a minute and a half, and Joelinton already just tried to decapitate Gakpo. Someone is leaving in a body bag today, bro. Someone is leaving in a body bag. This is crazy. Look at that. Look at that. No attempt, no regard for human life from Joelinton, man. Ball out to Salah. Can't keep it in. Can't keep it in. What's your parlay for Newcastle? How many bookings do you need? I would hate to be a ref in this kind of game, bro. Do you know how difficult it must be to keep this game under control? Hey, shout out Nieshka. Welcome, watching from Mauritius. Hey, enjoy Mauritius. Thank you so much. Hope you have a good day too. Enjoy Mauritius. Mauritius, you know, that's a country I'd always love to visit for a holiday, man. On Phonema Boa, appreciate you the 100 bits, bro. Yes, as a lifelong Barca fan, I really respect you and your football opinions. I respect Man United, and I hope you guys get back to the stature you used to be in. I personally think Amram was never the answer and got told to trust the coach, but I give Amram until November at maximum. First and foremost, thank you for the kind words, brother. And yeah, I hope Man United can get back to the top as well, too. But yeah, Amram, you're giving him November. I think you're a bit generous, brother. I think if he lasts to November, something special has happened. I don't know if he's seeing Halloween. Tonali. What a player Tonali is, by the way, man. Big Tonali fan. Barnes. Livramento. 47 in the super chat says, maybe Liverpool should sign Pipita Higuain. Ain't he retired? Ain't he retired? Bro, 3 a.m. in the Philippines. Oh my, yeah, please win. For your own sanity, please win. Oh my goodness, man. That's what they be trying to diss foreign fans, bro. 3 a.m. in the Philippines and Mike's out here. Respect, brother, respect. Shout out Hungary. Shout out the Maldives. Oi, we're international in here, man. China. Oi, big up every single one of you guys, bro. That's crazy. It's always nuts to me to hear where you guys are from, bro. Slovenia. Shout out Sunderland. Hey, the most special place of all. Finland. Bulgaria. Any Algerians in here? Who's watching from Béjaïa right now? Morocco, Austria, Canada, Bangladesh, Belgium, Sweden, Saudi, India, Casablanca, Oman, South Africa, Nigeria, Pakistan, Italy, Sudan, Kenya. What? Is this the most diverse chat in the history of a YouTube stream? Ams, shout out you, man. This might be the most international stream in the history of streams, bro. I wish I could read every single one of these, but yeah, this is crazy. Slovakia, India, Qatar. Mental. Mental, man. You're the most diverse. Hey, it makes sense. Facts. I'm the most diverse streamer, man. It's only right that I have a stream of people from all over the world, man. Facts. Facts. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. All right, back to the game. Hi from Brooklyn, New York, says Greg Heffley. Gold Cup streams when? I'm not gonna lie, man. The Gold Cup, it's gonna take a lot for me to get invested into that. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I watch a lot of football, so it ends up me becoming very like picky with what I watch. The Gold Cup, I mean, bro, the players themselves don't even care about the Gold Cup. U.S. players pulling out of tournaments. I'm not sure I could ever like really get myself up for the Gold Cup, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. 1-0 Inter. Who scored for Inter? This is the first game of the season, no? First game of the season, no? I mean this in the nicest way. It's because you could be any one of us in terms of nationality. Bears, man. Bears. Bastoni, of course, is going to be a defender for Inter, man. New manager, new season, same old shit, man. Am I stoned? Do I give off the vibe of stoned? Sorry to let you down, brother. No. I get the weirdest theories in my comments and shit though, chat. The other day someone said, "Yo, we can tell you watch the games with Cam because you guys say the same shit." I said, "Cam's not even home right now. Cam ain't been home all morning. I don't watch games with Cam. I watch it in my room. He watches it in his room, and then I just record." But I was like, "Yeah, sorry to ruin your fan fiction, bro, but nah, that's not how it went down." So what's like amazing cross, cleared away from Joe Ellington, Barnes, Elanga, Bruno. Newcastle looking to break here, 4v3. Oh, Kerkez, well dealt with. Well dealt with. I am not high, bro. I'm not. Imagine I just pulled up on YouTube, just like baked out of my mind, bro. That should be hilarious, bro. Thoughts on Jamie Gittins? You haven't really talked much of him to BH. I met Jamie Gittins, bro. I interviewed him 2 years ago. Nice guy, by the way. Very nice kid, down to earth. And I think talented as well, too, man. I think talented. Remember that Beethoven? Oh, don't remind me about the Beethoven versus Mozart. Don't remind me, man. The eye test intro is cap. It ain't. Oh, to be fair, low-key it is. Me and Cam don't watch football together. Like, we don't watch games together. Sometimes during the game, I'll go to his room and be like, "Yo, did you see that? Like, that was crazy." But nah, bro. I can't lie. We lied to you, man. I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. Hey, the less game Saka misses, the better, man. Tonali gets the short cross. Tried to lob it into Dan Burn. Yo, the way they be using Dan Burn is killing me, bro. They're using this guy like a lob threat, bro. That's killing me, man. Nah, I never watched WWE like that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I know that's gonna let down a few of you guys, but I was never a WWE fan, bro. That wasn't for me. Oh, goal kick, right? Has to be a goal kick. Of course it went off you. Yeah, WWE for me, I can't lie. I never got into it, man. Am I Asian? No, I'm not Asian. What are we saying about our Toronto Raptors? Bro, oh, Allison, good feet. Sobotsai, even better. Van Dijk, now they beat the press. Van Dijk goes long. What a pass. Nah, decent pass. I don't know what to think, man. Let's see what Ingram looks like, but I'm not really that high on the Raptors right now, bro. Like, the pieces that they're kind of building, like, why the hell is RJ Barrett still on the roster? Quickly is okay. Scotty Barnes, I don't know what to make of him, bro. Like, he's good, obviously, but what's the best role he can play on a championship team? Best case scenario. He's never going to be the best guy on a team. And then Ingram, like, it don't really fill me with much confidence for any sort of, like, major success. Like, can we be a playoff team? Definitely. Like, the East, I feel, is going to be weak this year. But in terms of making any kind of deep run with this roster, nah, not really. And it's not like we have, like, I just think we're okay. We're kind of in the middle of the pack, which I feel in the NBA is the worst place to be in. So yeah, man. Is Romero top 3 defenders in the league? Oh, top 3 is I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe top 5 I think he's top 5, but top 3 maybe. Depends on his day. If I were to describe the Raptors as a Premier League club, who would they be? We're like Leicester, bro. We're like Leicester City. Kante was Kawhi. Yeah, you get further being bad than you do getting good, for sure. Facts. But with the Raptors, I always said, man, when we traded, sorry to make this a basketball stream, by the way, the last comment. When we traded Siakam and OG and Van Vliet and got basically nothing back for any of them, like, that's when I realized we were cooked, bro. Like, those are 3 players that are like starters. 2 of them were starters in the conference final. One of them was a starter in the NBA final. The other one is a starter for like a good playoff team. All 3 of them are champions, right? And we let them go for peanuts, bro. We dealt with their future so bad, bro. Like, oh, man. It's dark, bro. It's dark. And Bulls fans, oh, don't even get me, bro. Chicago Bulls, man. I don't even know what to think about you guys. Burn, away. Gordon wins the free kick. Jolinton plays it quick. Livramento. Bruno, amazing pass. Oh, Allison. Brilliant goalkeeping there from Allison. Brilliant goalkeeping there from Allison. Do I play fantasy Premier League or fantasy football? Like, you're talking like American football. I'm not into American football like that, bro. I got 2 sports, football and basketball. That's it. But fantasy Premier League, if you're asking that, then yeah, I play. Yeah, I can imagine. Obviously, I don't have the volume up because of copyright, but I can only imagine this stadium must be popping right now, bro. I actually like Newcastle as a football club, man. Seriously. I like them. And I like their spirit as well, too. I like Eddie Howe as a manager. I don't like the antics at times, and sometimes they do go a little too aggressive, but I like the culture around the club. They're hardworking. They're hard-nosed. Oh, Akatike. Verts. Verts goes for goal! Great save from Pope. Great save from Pope. If I were the Newcastle manager, would you let Isak go? I actually think Eddie Howe probably wants him to leave at this point. Like, Eddie Howe probably looks at the situation as like, bro, at this point, like, just sell him and get me a replacement. I think Eddie Howe is probably completely over the situation, but obviously it's deeper than just that, man. Like, I think if Eddie Howe had a choice, he would sell Isak and just be like, yo, let's just move on from this. Because, man, the biggest loser in all of this for me is Eddie Howe. Verts with the corner. Verts in swinger. Headed away from Milanga. Deathwinger, appreciate you for the 3 months, bro. Thank you so much for subscribing. Deathwinger07. Oh, Deathwing CR07. Thank you for subbing, bro. Livramento, such good feet. United's top scorer. Well, right now our top scorer is own goals, so it's tough to predict, man. I would say if I had to bet, I still think Mbeumo is gonna end up being our top scorer. Who should win Ballon d'Or? Dembele for me. Not Rafinha. I don't buy this Rafinha Ballon d'Or thing, to be honest with you, bro. I respect the season Rafinha had, but I just don't think Rafinha is the best player in the world, and I don't think he had the best season either. Like, I don't think Rafinha was better than Yamal this year. So, me personally, as much as I think Rafinha should probably be top 3, top 5 at a stretch, he's not top 1 for me. No way. Not, like, honestly, in my eyes, there is no chance Rafinha should win the Ballon d'Or. This is where, for me, this GA talk, like, it completely just erases people's memory about how the season actually went, and we just look at how many goals and assists they all scored. Like, I never watched the Barca game last season where I came away from it thinking Rafinha was the best player on the team. No, I came away from it almost every time thinking either Pedri or Yamal were the best players. Elanga! Oh! His GA is too much to argue against. Not for me. Not for me. GA is not the only thing in the game, bro. The player with the most GA in football doesn't always win the Ballon d'Or. Gordon gets fouled, edge of the box. Why do I think Rafinha shouldn't win? I just told you, I don't think he's the best player in the world. Like, I don't think he was. I don't think he's even the best player on his team. Like, I think he had an amazing season. He should be in the consideration. He should be high up. But the best player in the world this season, not for me, bro. Not for me. I didn't think he was the best player on his own team. Like, Kaka did not have the most goal contributions in Europe in 2007 when he won it. He won it because in the big games for his team, he was the best player. And in terms of performances, he put in the best performances that season. He was not even close to having the most goal contributions in Europe that year. Not even close. Ronaldinho in 2006, he didn't have more goal contributions than probably Henry, bro. But in the big games, in the big moments, you also look at his play as well, too. Tonali. Yeah, but okay, you see, the only difference is, right, then you get into, like, the 2010s, and it's like Messi and Ronaldo are so superior to anybody, and then their numbers are just on a different scale, bro. It's not like Rafinha scored 30 more goals than anybody else. Like, Messi and Ronaldo were so much better, and then they were so close in terms of trophies won and stuff that it ended up just becoming goals and, like, also who won the Champions League that year. But let's not compare Rafinha to Messi and Ronaldo, bro. Outside of that, the Ballon d'Or has never been a competition of who had the most goals this season. There's an award for that called the European Golden Shoe. But the Ballon d'Or is not for the best player. Who's it for then? The Ballon d'Or is literally for the best player. How can it not be? Van Dijk is furious right now, bro. Furious. Ballon d'Or for the best player or the best season? Yeah, but the best season is okay. I understand what you guys are saying, but it's for the best player of that season. That's what it is. But my point to you guys, or my opinion, he wasn't the best player of the season. I don't think he had a better season than Pedri or Yamal. I think they performed better than he did, but he scored the most goals. But there's more to the game than just goals, right? Otherwise, what? Mbappe should win the Ballon d'Or because he scored 40 goals. Should Gyökeres be in the top 10? From a playing standpoint, how far off from Dembele was he? I don't think that far off, to be fair to you. It's not like I think Dembele is the runaway best player in the world. Like, I don't think he's the runaway Ballon d'Or winner. And I'm not saying Rafinha is a million miles off of it. But me personally, I find it difficult to say someone should win the Ballon d'Or when every time I watch them, I don't even come away from the game thinking you were your team's best player. Bro, Pedri for me is the one that gets massively slept on in these conversations. Because, bro, the amount of games that guy ran for Barcelona. Like, you watch Barca, and okay, if you don't watch the game, you just see who scored the goal. And that's when you say, oh, Rafinha had the most GA. But Pedri's the one running the game for Barca every single time. He just doesn't get the goal contributions on top of it. So, that's kind of my point of view, man. That's my point of view. Yeah, Pedri, bro, against Atletico. In a game they lost as well, too, by the way. He was on a different level to everybody else on the pitch. Hey, KS2 from Switzerland. Welcome to the stream, my boy. Welcome. Thank you so much, brother. In no order, my top 5 would be Dembele, Yamal, Rafinha, Pedri, and Salah. Those would be my top 5. You can pick the order as you want, but that's my top 5. You can't win a treble and not win the Ballon d'Or. Sure you can. Sure you can. Otherwise, what? Should the entire Ballon d'Or top 10 just be PSG players? Because what's stopping it? What? Can you win a treble and not finish second either? Right? By that logic. Shouldn't if you win a Ballon d'Or, you should finish second at least as well too. This is when we get for me into conversations where it's like, oh, Schneider got robbed of the Ballon d'Or. Not really, man. Barnes. Livramento. Brilliant. Oh. Tell you what, Allison's playing a great game right now, bro. Allison's playing a great game. Thoughts on the game so far, 20 minutes in? I think it's not cagey per se, right? It's actually a very open game in terms of, like, both sides are really going for it, and Newcastle are playing with such an intensity. But I think Liverpool have done well so far. They haven't really conceded any huge chance, you would say. And I think at this moment with Liverpool, it's really about controlling the crowd. It's really about, like, keeping the like, you want to make this as little of an emotional game as you can, because the minute you make it too emotional between Newcastle, it starts to get scary, bro. Keep it at a football game. You see what I mean? Dan Burn, Joelinton, brilliant. Livramento. Oof, Gordon. Good off the ball movement from Newcastle right now, man. Trippier, first time cross. That's poor. That's poor. Newcastle have some nice play around the box, and especially getting out of pressure, bro. They're really good. Ekitike, oof. Ball just gets caught underneath him, but that would have been a really good opportunity. Can't make the most out of that one, though. Bruno Guimaraes reads it. Trippier. Or Bruno, what is it? Bruno Guimaraes. Will there ever be like a Jerry West style Ballon d'Or where he won a Finals MVP on the opposing team? I mean, is that even like what? I mean, yeah, you can win the Ballon d'Or. Like Nedved won the Ballon d'Or in 03. Messi won the Ballon d'Or, or Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or in what? 2012. He didn't win anything. Or was it? Yeah, 2012. He didn't win anything. No, I don't think Ronaldo should have more Ballon d'Ors than Messi. No, I don't. Yeah, 2013, excuse me. 2012 was the... Oh, 2012 Messi won it. Yeah, 2013, I mean, sorry. Thuram, 2-0. Oof. Life under Kivu. Good start. Good start for Inter. Weekend been here. Appreciate you for the 13 months, bro. Who's going to be the biggest surprise team in the top 5 leagues? The biggest surprise team. Oh, yeah. Surprise. I'm just thinking through the leagues. Roma. I think Roma will have a really good season. Oh, what a pass. What a pass there from Van Dijk. Not from Jones, I mean, excuse me. I think Roma will have a surprise season. I think Roma under Gasperini, that's a big appointment. I think Lyon will do a lot better than people expect. Villarreal, I was thinking about them actually. I actually look at Villarreal's squad and I'm like, they're actually pretty good. Like they could make Champions League this season, potentially. Good shout. Good shout for Villarreal. Spurs, if you consider them a surprise, I have them finishing 5th anyways, so. Oh, Ekitike, wonderful hold up. Joelinton, out muscles Gravenberch. Tell you what, Joelinton has played an amazing game so far, chat. I think he's been really good so far. Barnes, well done from Sobotlai. You know what this game honestly is giving me vibes of right now, chat? This is like a mid-2000s Premier League game right now, bro. The intensity and physicality levels of this game and the amount of like back and forth action, it's giving me very Barclays vibes right now, bro. This is a Barclays Premier League game. I'm really enjoying it, to be fair. Like, this is more my kind of football, to be honest with you. I really don't love the chess match kind of games, right? Where it's like, it's very strategic and slow. I like games where it's like, it's played out like, the game is worn on your sleeve. You know what I'm talking about. There's still a lot of quality, by the way, right? It's not like a wrestling match, but I love these kinds of games, man. Eric Lopez, appreciate you for the 100 bits. I mostly agree with you. I think one of the things that shows someone is the best in the world is what does a player do in the big games when the game is not going your way, when teammates are not playing well, and when the other team is dominating? Can you, as a player, sorry, it's going too fast. Can you, as a player by themselves, flip the game in their favor? I think Yamal has shown this. That's for me what the best players do anyways. Yeah, I completely agree with you, bro. But anyways, for me, I think the big awards and the big praise will always come to the players that perform in the biggest moments, bro. That's why I always laugh when people write revisionism on Zidane about his consistency or whatever. No one cares about how Zidane played against Cremonense on match day 3. The guy was performing in World Cup finals, Champions League finals, knockout rounds in the biggest games, games against his biggest rivals. That's what people remember you for, bro. No one remembers what you did in the 7th game week against, I don't know, Elche. It's true. I do think the game is headed way more into a more transition game, bro. I definitely agree. I think that's the theme in the Premier League this year. Defending in a 4-4-2 mid-block, I think, is becoming much more... oh, my goodness. Salah. Passed just a little too late. I think the game is becoming much more heavily transition-based. I do. Yeah, Livramento is unbelievable, bro. He's unbelievable. They cannot let City get that guy. Gravenberch. Verts. Joelinton. Bruno Guimaraes just there to sniff out the danger. Joelinton. Barnes. 1v1 against Sobotlai. One v one again. Puts into the box. What a cross! Oh, Gordon, man, Gordon. And this sums up Newcastle, man. They make such great play, but guys, if that's Isak, that's 1-0. Just like last week against Villa, the chance that Gordon missed, the chance that Elanga missed. If that's Isak, that's 1-0. This is the problem with Newcastle going this late into the window without a center forward. This is where they're getting costed points, bro. Amazing chance. Newcastle played a really good game so far. But the lack of a real bona fide number 9, a real bona fide goal scorer, is currently stopping them from being the team we all know they can be. Because Newcastle are a good team, man. They really have a good squad. But man, no center forward is hurting them right now, and it's very evident to see. Oh, nice. Barnes. Elanga. Oof. Oh, wow. Gordon couldn't get enough contact. Gordon's trying his best, man, but he's just not a center forward. Like, it's the reality. He's a great player. That's a great flick. But he's just not an out-and-out goal scorer, man. Oh, I'll tell you what, Sobotlai, that's amazing defending, man. Amazing defending. Elanga, another cross. Gordon! Should have left it. I don't play FPL. Do you get minus points if a player in your 11 misses several chances? Nah, you don't. You don't. Allison. 15 minutes left in the first half. So far, I think Newcastle may be the more they'll feel probably the more unlucky about this score. I think they'll probably feel like they should be going into halftime 1-0 up. But like I said about Liverpool, I think the first half is massively about just kind of keeping the crowd at bay. Don't let the game become an emotional fight. Konate. Gambit with a super chat. Thank you so much, brother. You've been working hard. 2025. Salute. Pray, my brother. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you. I'm trying to bring you guys good content. Sahib with a super chat. Thoughts on the Vinny cameo yesterday? I didn't watch the Real Madrid game, but I seen he came on as an impact substitution. Didn't he grab a goal as well, too? Grabbed the assist for Mbappe's second. Looked good on the highlights, but I didn't watch the full game. I hope your PC is okay after yesterday and you've installed AdBlock now. I haven't installed AdBlock. That hasn't happened yet, but my PC is okay. It hasn't taken off like a fan yet. Konate. Oh. Uh-oh. Tonali intercepts. Tonali leads the break. Tonali, Van Dijk, Gordon. Oh my goodness. Liverpool, right, are getting saved by Alisson at the moment. And also some poor final passing from Newcastle. That's another big mistake, though. And Konate needs to be a whole lot more sharp there, man. Because Newcastle, they're like sharks in blood-infested water at the moment, bro. They are sniffing out danger like crazy. Jones. Verts. Ekatike. Jones. Ekatike. Pass out of bounds. Liverpool right now, their heads are gone, bro. Focus! Focus! Tonali, man. That Virgil van Dijk aura put him off, man. Watch, when Konate leaves for Real Madrid in a year and a half, or in a year, they're going to be doing like they did for Trent. That game against Newcastle, man, you could just see his head wasn't in it, bro. We were playing with 10 men that day. That's what they're going to do, man. Remember that Trent performance against United? They still bring that shit up to this day. Trent, man. He threw that game. His head was in Madrid. What are you saying? Konate's head is in Newcastle, is in Madrid right now. Umar, appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. I'm going to be honest. I'm not doing a video on the Arsenal versus Leeds game. But I appreciate you for the kind words, bro. We'll have an Arsenal review for next week against Liverpool. But if you want my opinions on it, I was on SDS this week. And I gave my thoughts on the game there. So I would recommend going to check that out. Konate. Look at the press out of possession though from Newcastle. Seriously. They're pressing like PSG right now, bro. Anthony Gordon's moving like Dembele. Gravenberch. Great first touch to get himself out of pressure. Brilliant through the lines to Verts. Out to Salah. Liverpool beat the press. Mo Salah. Szoboszlai. Hits to the back post to Gakpo. Gakpo can't even... Yo, Liverpool are moving like the fucking... It's like a Space Jam, bro. They got their powers zapped. They got their powers zapped, man. Oh, sloppy throw in. Gravenberch. Jones. Good feet. Wants a foul on the edge of the box. He's not going to get it. Gravenberch. Goes for goal from distance. Gravenberch. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. From out of nothing, to be fair. Because Liverpool weren't playing particularly well. A huge goal. A huge goal from Gravenberch. Let's see how this kind of went down. Pope was rooted to the spot. And I'm not sure it's because maybe he just didn't see it until late. Let's see this right here. Good feet from Jones, by the way. Huh? Very good feet. Gakpo. Gravenberch finds himself in plenty of space. Oh, is it a last touch from Fabian Schär? It might just be a nick off Fabian Schär. Was it a nick? Yeah, that Nick just kind of, it screwed Nicholas Pope, man. I think it screwed Pope. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a nice shot. I think it skims past Char, man. I think it skims past Char. I think that's why Pope. Who knows if he was scored, but I think it gave him no chance, to be honest. It completely threw him off, bro. Flat-footed. Gravenberch, what a goal. What a moment for Liverpool. I don't think it's particularly deserved based on the performance, but it's a huge goal nonetheless and allows Liverpool to kind of breathe, man. They've rode the storm this game. They've rode the crowd, and now they have a goal to show for it. 1-0. Gravenberch. Now, Newcastle need to just make sure they don't let this game get out of hand now. Newcastle need to make sure they don't let this game get out of hand. You've gone down 1-0. Some could say a little unluckily, but that's the game, bro. Things don't go in your way sometimes. Don't drop the intensity. Because right now, Liverpool's goal now would just be to kill this thing out of the game. Kill the crowd, like I said. Allison, Dan Burn intercepts. Curtis Jones wins it back. Ekatike. No, intercepted by Isaac. By Elenga, excuse me. Definitely not by Isaac. Definitely not by Isaac. Hurts. Any opinion on the lack of game time Chiesa is getting? Of course, he can't start over Salah, but at times it feels like he's barely playing. Yeah, he is very clearly not the first name on Arne Slot's mind when he picks a team. I think it's really just as simple as that, man. Hard to blame Slot, to be fair, right? Because I think over the last 12 months, all of his attackers have been in better form than he has been, and he obviously had a lot of options, right? Last season, Liverpool's attack was very, very... Uh-oh. Verts mishit that pass. Gordon. Tonali, blocked by Van Dijk. But you just had so many names ahead of Chiesa on the pecking order last season. And you mentioned Chiesa, even Harvey Elliott, right? He didn't get too many chances last season either. And I think Harvey Elliott's a brilliant player. So when it comes to teams like Liverpool, man, there's just so many names. But credit to Chiesa, because whenever he has come on, I actually think he's made somewhat of an impact. Forget about even the cup final where he scored that goal. And forget about even last weekend. But was it against Brentford as well, too? It was him and Darwin Nunez. And obviously Darwin picks up a lot of the credit for that, right? But Chiesa also did quite well that game in terms of coming back, no? I'm not gonna lie. I hate to be the downer, but this ref cam is not moving me, man. I don't really care about the ref's point of view. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If you like it, fair enough. But for me, they keep batting it over. I'm like, okay, the fairest. Can we just get back to the game? Yeah, I think the Nick completely killed Pope. Here's the ref cam view. Ryan Gravenberch. Gravenberch again. What a player, by the way, man. The way he just graces through midfield is crazy, bro. I love the tall, lanky midfielders that are really good at dribbling like him, man. Sometimes there's nothing better to watch. Oh, what a pass. What a pass. Joelinton. Gordon. Out to Barnes. Barnes could have probably stopped that, no? Barnes could have probably controlled that. Are you guys really doing Florian Wirtz watch? You guys care too much about social media, man. Seriously. Wirtz is not stinking up the gaff, bro. Wirtz has been okay. I think he's been solid. Now, if solid isn't enough for you, I hear it, right? He costs a lot of money, but stinking up the gaff, I don't really agree. I don't really agree. This coming World Cup, the Netherlands have a top 3 midfield in the world. De Jong, Gravenberch, and who else? Who's going to be in that 3? Reinders. Oh, man. That's a tasty 3, man. That's a tasty 3. Frankie de Jong, who is unbelievable whenever he plays for the Dutch, by the way. I feel like he's one of those players at international football. He really goes up a level. Reinders, de Jong, Gravenberch. Wow. That's nuts. And then Xavi Simons as well, too. Yeah, and Dutch can't produce a striker these days, man. When that used to be all they used to produce. That's a tasty midfield, man. Yeah, they're definitely missing McAllister. You guys know me, man. I'm a McAllister fan. Gakpo, great power. Salah. First time pass. Oh, man. Salah, what a look. What a pass. What a pass. Really good play from Gakpo, by the way. Really, really good. And then Salah. Oh, nearly an amazing pass, man. Woo! That Salah pass is gross. Gross. Dan Burn. Barnes. Livramento. Tonali. Nice. Barnes. Oh, yes. Gets not a corner. Yo, Sobotlai has been putting in work, bro. Sobotlai's put in work this half, man. For someone who doesn't actually play a right back, he's playing very, very well. Very, very well. Very, very well. Alisson for man of the match. I think he's been very good for Liverpool. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Pope. Finds Livramento. Newcastle are playing with fire here. Newcastle are playing with fire here. And Bruno Guimaraes receives it in an ocean of space. There is no way he should have been able to just receive that in turn. No way. Newcastle, yeah, Liverpool in midfield are showing real holes in there, man. Livramento. Well dealt with by Curtis Jones, man. Well dealt with by Curtis Jones. But there's too much space, I feel, in Liverpool's midfield, man. Salah. Dan Burn scythes him down, man. Yellow card. Yellow card, and it's hard to blame the ref. Yo, oh my god. What kind of tackle is that? And then he went in for more. Jeez. Konate. Which teams do I think could genuinely win the Champions League this year? I'm going to say Madrid, Barca, PSG, Arsenal. Oh my good. Yo, what's going on in this game, bro? I told you, man. Liverpool, just let Newcastle lose their heads. Do not feed into their game. Don't feed into their game. If you play into Newcastle's hands like that, and I said Arsenal, are you trolling? Bro, they went to the semi-final last year. What do you mean am I trolling? Yeah, they're a threat for the Champions League. This is my teams that can win the Champions League this season, in my opinion. There's one shock, and there's one player you're gonna see that like. There's one team you guys are gonna be like, what? Liverpool. Oh my goodness, Gordon. Wow. That might be a red card. That might be a red card, bro. In FIFA, if you slide behind like that, it's a red. Bro, with no attempt to even play the ball, bro. Oh my, bro, he tackles him from the top of his leg. I think that's a red. I think that's a red. And I think he's going to go to the monitor. I think he's gone. Nah, bro, come on. What are you doing there, bro? There is no attempt to play the ball there, bro. There is no attempt to play the ball from Gordon there. They've lost their minds. Of course it's a red card. How can you even complain? What's he thinking, bro? Not gonna lie, in this hostile environment, I'm loving this performance as a Liverpool fan. As you should. Look, I don't want to say I told you so, but I feel like in these kinds of games, you just have to manage it from an emotional standpoint. Newcastle, the minute they went 1-0 down, you always knew they were going to lose their minds. You just can't feed into it. Let these guys play themselves, bro. And that's exactly what Newcastle are doing now, bro. They're capitulating now. I think that's a red card. Yeah, he's gone. Bro, that's from the top of his knee all the way down to his ankle. He pulls his sock down. Yeah, you're gone, bro. You're gone. How can you complain about that? Seriously, that's moronic from Gordon. It's actually moronic. What? Seriously, one of the most idiotic things I've ever seen, bro. Why would you ever go in like that, bro? That's a complete head loss. A complete head loss. Forget about even, you could have hurt him. Why would you go in like that, bro? You know what that's like, chat? You guys ever played FIFA and you're just getting frustrated, so you just start spamming square to slide tackle, and you start slamming into people from behind. That's what this guy just did, bro. You have no chance of, you know what I mean? Like when you just want to get red cards for fun on FIFA and you start slide tackling from behind. That's what you do. I can't believe that, bro. I can't believe that. What an idiot. The teams that I think can win the Champions League this year: Liverpool, PSG, Real Madrid, Barcelona. Who am I missing already? PSG, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Liverpool, Arsenal. I'm hesitant on Bayern. I'm hesitant. Because I think they're I actually think Bayern will surprise people. Like, I think they're better than they were last year. And I think Kompany's a better coach than I thought he was. I'm going to hold off saying Bayern for now. I don't think Bayern will win the Champions League this year. And then here's where I might get some stick for this. I think the sixth team is Chelsea. I think the sixth team is Chelsea. I think Chelsea are built to do something in knockout football. I don't think Man City can win the Champions League this year. I don't think with the way Man City defend, like for me, this is going to be like the first years of the Pep era, where they're really good in the league, but in the Champions League, bro, that defense, I don't trust it in knockout football, bro. I don't trust it. So yeah, I have 6 teams that I think can win the Champions League this year. A team outside of those 6, I would be shocked. The teams that have dropped out from last year, City, I had as a contender last year. I don't have them this year. Contender, they're going to go far, but I don't have them winning it this year. And Inter have dropped out as well, too. I don't believe in Inter anymore. Not since Inzaghi left. Not since Inzaghi left. So that's my 6. Barca, Real, PSG, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea. What's the furthest Tottenham could get, you think? I mean, it depends on the draw, right? Like, if they finish in the top 8 and then maybe they get a good round of 16 draw, what is it? They get a bye past the round of 32, then they get in the round of 16, then they play like a Club Brugge or something. They could end up in the quarterfinals, but I wouldn't have Spurs beating any of those sides I just named in the 2-legged round. No way. Not for me. Atletico, hell no. Atletico, there's no chance they win the Champions League this year. Do I think Chelsea's defense is better than City's? I think their structure as a team is better than City's. Like, individually, I don't think they have the best defenders in the world, but as a team, they set up better defensively for me than City do. Salah. Intercepted by Joelinton. Halftime. Shocking. Shocking, man. This game had so much promise, and I feel like it's completely been wasted now by Anthony Gordon. Completely been wasted. Mm-mm. 1.4K people in the YouTube chat. But we only have 280 likes, bro. Get the likes up, man. Get the likes. If you haven't liked, like that shit up, man. Like it up, like it up, like it up. It's free. I won't tell you guys ever to do something that requires to pay money. I don't force anyone to do that. But the likes is free. What? If you speak French, c'est gratuit. In Spanish, gratis, I think. I don't know the other languages. But yeah, smash the likes, man. Smash the likes if you haven't already. Watch Fuzi's stream. Fuzi's streaming. Is he? What's Fuzi saying? Hold on.
Get last minute summer flights from £30 one way.
EasyJet. Get out there.
They're on, you know what I mean?
Alright, someone tell this brother to get a light though, huh? Why does he look like he's streaming in his closet right now, bro? Hey, shout out Fu, man. Shout out Fu. Subs in the chat.
They got 10 men, bro. Let's. It's all red, but no way you're live. Of course I'm live, man. Come on, LFC's playing the greatest team in the world.
This guy reads like a 4th grade reading level, bro. When's he gonna get to my thing?
Yeah, that's what I predict. I predict Ekatike.
This dude just aired my message, bro. Yo, Bunfu stream, honestly, bro. Everybody leave a dislike.
And Salah to light things up in the second half. Honestly, I think they're gonna. Slot's gonna speak to them. There's 10 men. Yeah, man. But Anthony Gordon, he just messed up the whole game plan for Newcastle. Because I can't lie to you, they look like they could have nicked something. They look like they could have.
Yeah, Nick Hype, man. Can you read my chat?
Got a goal. They were playing well. Gordon had a great game, man. He just wasn't taking his chances, but he played well. But again, we are LFC. We are LFC. We don't. Yeah, you got that red, my bro.
Say wallah, I'm getting aired like this, bro.
You bugged out. What, Lyes is in the chat? Big up Lyes, man.
About 50 minutes.
My brother, man. I don't know what he said, but everyone's saying.
Calm. Bun your chat. How about that? Bun your meaty little stream, man. Full hype, bro. Newcastle, please. Ruin this guy's day, man. Ruin this guy's day, man. What the hell? What the hell? I don't know what he said. Fairs, man. That's what we're on. That's what we're on. Say no more, man. Say no more. All right, let's talk about the first half, right? I have to say, I think Liverpool played a masterclass in emotional intelligence today. It's been a masterclass in emotionally managing a football game. This game from minute 1 was a war zone, bro. We said it was going to be a war zone. We said that these guys were going to be on smoke. This guy nearly broke Salah's leg. This guy went in for Gakpo's head like he was Thor in Avengers Infinity War, bro. Seriously. And yet these guys kept their cool. To quote a wise philosopher, they rode the storm. They rode the storm for 45 minutes. And they got a goal at the end of it that I think was a little fortunate, but sometimes in football you need your fortune. You need your fortune. And then this fool right here ended up playing himself. And now, I mean, unless these guys completely piss their pants, It's game over, bro. It's game over. I think man of the match for the first half so far, I would say is Allison. I would say it's Allison. I think Sobotsai has been very good. I think this guy clearly makes a huge impact on their team, even outside of the goal. And this guy as well, too. I'm starting to become a real fan of Gakpo, man. The more I watch him, the more I'm starting to like him. I think he's actually starting to become a little underrated as well, too. Again, forget about his assist, if you want to call it that. I think he's really starting to be an underrated player. Like, he had this amazing run for the chance that Salah almost set up Jones for. I'm really starting to become a fan of Gakpo. As for Newcastle, I think there's been decent performances here, man. I think these three midfielders, Joelinton, outside of his antics, I think has been really good for Newcastle. I think he's been really strong. Tonali and Bruno have been great. Gordon was playing well outside of his final action, but none of that matters anymore because he had that one moment. I think Newcastle have been decent, bro, but it just all goes out the window now, man. It all goes out the window. Now, Vert's 5.7. I mean, damn. I didn't think he was, what? He's like the worst player on the pitch by a mile based on the ranking. I think it's a little harsh. But what I will say as well, too, you can tell, again, similar to Cherky the other day, this is a physical matchup, and it's tough, bro. Verts, Cherky, like, these guys are diminutive, creative midfielders. You put these guys up against Pape Sarr, excuse me. You put them up against Tonali, Joelinton, Palhinha. These are thoroughbreds. They're thoroughbreds, man. It's difficult. It's gonna take some adjusting to the league for these guys to really understand what it means to play in the Premier League. But honestly, I don't think he's been that bad. I think from a physical point of view, yes, there have been moments where he needs to be a lot stronger on the ball. But I think for the most part, he's kept it ticking. I think Ekitike, to be honest with you, I'm a little more disappointed by Ekitike's performance than I am Verts. I think he's been outmuscled a few times. I think his passing has been a little sloppy. I think Verts has actually shown some technical consistency amongst this three and keeping the ball when it gets to him. But yeah, man, from a physical point of view, yeah, it's a struggle. And I think, look, that's bound to happen, man. Verts is how tall? How tall is Verts? Forget about even how tall he is. He's a lightweight guy. Similar to Cherky for me. You're playing against Spurs and Newcastle. These are strong, aggressive midfields. It ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. It ain't easy whatsoever. But Liverpool, I think the biggest positive I have to give them is from an emotional point of view. They have managed this game to perfection. Perfection. Let these guys get all sucked up in the emotions. Let them get invested into the crowd. Let them get blood rush to the head. Let them get all of that, man. Just play your game. Play your game, play the moment, and success will come. And these guys, talk about playing yourself. Anthony Gordon, you played yourself, brother. You played yourself. This guy thought he was in, like, what did you think he was in? I don't know what he thought he was in, but Lord of the Rings or something like that, bro. Relax. Relax, man. This guy, by the way, is brilliant. He is so good. He is so good. He is so good. Honestly, all this talk about Isak, where is he going to go? Where is he going to go, man? He's unbelievable, bro. He is unbelievable. Defensively, lockdown. Going forward, a problem. Carrying the ball, so comfortable. Technical, Kalba, man, they produce these guys like nothing. But him, he's a player, bro. Livramento, wow. Wow. Can we talk about Elanga? In what sense? I think he's been average. I think he's been average. Do you want me to praise him? Do you want me to slate? I think he's just been average. Do you guys agree, disagree? I think he's just been average. Nothing really to say about it. Barnes, I think, has been largely nullified by Sobotlai. I think he was actually pretty good, guys, before the red card. He had some nice link-up play, nice flicks, nice passes, beat his man a few times. The final touch was kind of missing. And by the way, guys, Newcastle have created chances. But just like the Villa game, when those chances are falling to this guy and this guy, instead of this guy, you're going to struggle to score goals in this league, bro. One thing is for sure for both these teams. This Isak saga needs to come to a conclusion soon. It's not helping Newcastle whatsoever. It's not. They need a center forward. Badly. Badly. Because they would have beat Villa of Isak. And let's be real, they'd probably be winning this game with Isak as well too. They probably would. Shezzy Messi, appreciate you for the 3 months on Twitch. Also, it's funny to be all that is... It's funny to be that all else equal. If Isak was playing, it would be 3-0 to Newcastle by the half. That's exactly what I just said. If Isak's playing this game, Newcastle win the first game, and they're probably winning this one as well too. So at this point, man, it doesn't do anyone any favors with this Isak situation. They need to find a conclusion quick. Either Newcastle have to say, Liverpool can bid 200 million tomorrow, he's not leaving, or Liverpool have to put in a bid they can't refuse. Get it over now, man. There's a week left in this window. Less. I'm tired now. I'm over it. Please. Let's find a conclusion. Let's find a conclusion. 47 of the super chat says MUFC should sign Paulo Guerrero. Paulo Guerrero, the striker. Peruvian center forward that you're talking about. Is he still kicking around? What's better, my Arabic Darija or French? I don't speak Arabic or Darija, unfortunately, bro. Only French, so easy answer for that one. Easy answer for that one. So my Twitch chat right now, guys, is saying they want me to play Squatify. Now, YouTube, you guys won't know about that, but Squatify is a game, a football game that one of my viewers on Twitch actually created. And it's like a game that resets every single day. You build an 11, and for each position, you choose a player from a team provided to you from a certain season. So I'll show you guys right now. You guys can play along at home, by the way, and I'll take the chat's considerations into effect. But honestly, I would definitely check out this site. It's super fun, super interactive. So basically, this is my team right here. 4-2-3-1. For every single position, I have a squad of players to pick one player from, and it's respective of that season. So for example, Real Madrid 12-13. This season, they didn't win the league. They didn't win the cup. They didn't win the Champions League. Mourinho's final season. Who do we take from this team? And we have the full squad to pick from. Who would we say? High key Diego Lopez this season was very, very good. Very, very good. Marcelo. I think Coentrao was better this year, no? I might actually go Diego Lopez, chat. Ozil did not play this game. That's another thing too, right? It's based on a certain game from that season. Ronaldo's not here. Modric was crap this season. This was Modric's first season. They were saying he was basically a flop. I might go Diego Lopez, guys. Based on this season, I think he was unbelievable this year. But I'll respect the chat. Chat's saying Marcelo. We'll go Marcelo. Okay. Sevilla 15-16. They won the Europa League this year, I think. Konoplyanka, Crondelli, Vitolo, Gamero, Krychowiak, Ibora, Rami, Koke, Tremulinas, Rico. I mean, this is not a great... Didn't Koke score 2 goals in the final this year? Was this the year Koke scored 2 goals in the final against that Ukrainian team? Or he scored 2 goals against someone in the final? I'm seeing Ibora, Rami, Vitolo. Who do we go here for, chat? That was 2015. Yeah, you get the... Krychowiak was a baller for Sevilla this year, guys. This is why he got his move to PSG, right? I think Emery took him with him. I think I might go Krychowiak based on the season. Gio, thank you for the 9 months. Guehi to Man City might happen, apparently, since Liverpool dragging their feet. Do City need him, though, bro? Do they? I mean, what's going to happen to Kuzanov, bro? Is this guy just completely forgotten? Does he just not exist anymore? I'm going to go Krychowiak. I think based on this season, he was arguably Sevilla's best player. Arsenal 0102. Oh, I'm going Vieira, man. I'm going Patrick Vieira. I'm going Patrick Vieira, man. Or do I keep the midfield open and go for Sol Campbell? I might go Sol Campbell, chat. I think a midfielder, we could get a better one later on. Not better, but like we could also get a really good midfielder. Whether it's Vieira. Campbell was amazing this season. What do you mean? They won the league this year? All right. Oh, not Edu Gaspar. Definitely not. Okay, we'll go Vieira. Leicester City 2021. What happened this season? They won the FA Cup this year. They won the FA Cup this year. This was the year after Vardy won the league. What's the rule? So basically you have a full 11, and for each position you have to choose one player from an old squad from a certain season. Fofana was really good this season. I'm going Kasper Schmeichel. I am. I'm going Kasper Schmeichel. Atletico 15-16. I mean, this got to be Griezmann, right? This has to be Griezmann. Or do I? No, Griezmann was objectively, bro. He finished, what, second in the Ballon d'Or this year? I'm going Griezmann. I might put him in the 10. I might go Griezmann in the 10. Milan 05-06. There's a lot of options here. There's a lot of options here. Wow. There's a lot of options here. What do I have left? Wingers, striker, and a defender. I'm going to go with my favorite center back of all time, Nesta. All right, we'll finish this up, chat. AS Monaco 0203. Ludovic Juli. I interviewed him. Great dude. Liverpool 0304. Sami Hyypiä. Because Gerrard's not available, right? Sami Hyypiä. Chelsea 0809. Ekitike did not just score. Ekitike did not just score. What the hell? What the hell? Ekitike did not just score. 2-0! I just missed the goal! I'm out here playing games. Ekitike. 47 seconds. Great strength. Gakpo again. Goes for goal. Another assist from Gakpo. Oh, what a finish, Ekitike. What a finish, Ekitike. Liverpool. Put the damn camera on me right now, bro. Put the damn camera on me, bro. For this kid's sake, do not buy Alexander Isak. This kid's the real deal, bro. This guy is the real deal, bro. Are you kidding me? This guy's unbelievable, bro. This guy's unbelievable. What? What a finish. What a finish. Me and Slot are the same, bro. Me and Slot are the same. We both missed the goal. There you go. Oh my God. Wow. 45 seconds in. 45 seconds in. Konate, wow, just crazy strength, man. Weight room, man. Get in the weight room. He just said, get in the weight room, man. Where are we at? What's the timer saying? 47:08, chat. One sec. We're going to pause it at 22 and just resume it. That's insane, man. That is insane. What a start. What a start to the second half. Gakpo. What a player. I'm telling you, Gakpo, he's starting to grow on me, man. Not grow on me because I think he's a good player anyways. But really, he's emerging into a top player, man. Gakpo is emerging into a top player. Inter up 4 goals, by the way. Sheesh. Who do you think is the best player to buy for Liverpool? Best player to buy for Liverpool. Barcola on the left. I think they need just depth in midfield, to be honest with you, bro. Like in central midfield. I'm not talking like attacking midfield. I think someone that can kind of... You need like a rotation of like 4 or 5 midfielders. So right now you got Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Jones. Those are your central midfielders. Verts for me is not a central midfielder. I think you need another guy in there that can hang at their level as well too. You know what I mean? Like someone who, when he comes in, you don't even notice. Like, yeah, Frankie de Jong, if you put him in this midfield. If McAllister misses a game, Frankie comes in. if Frankie starts, you don't notice, like, you're like, wow, that's another great player coming in. I think in the engine room, that's where Liverpool are missing some depth, in my opinion. They have great players, of course, but I think they could use even more. Bro, I'm serious. I don't want to see Isak go to Liverpool, bro. They don't need him. Like, they need attacking depth, but they don't need someone as OP as Isak. This guy up front, Ekitike, is a joke, man. He's a joke. This guy's unbelievable. What a finish. Soboslai. Is that what the fans are singing? Isak's right. You're effing shite. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. Chris 7C, thank you for subbing to Prime, my boy. Just said to my mate, Newcastle versus Villa, and Newcastle tonight reminds me of United last season versus Fulham. We'd start off well, have no end product, and just end up conceding against the run of play and playing shit for the rest of the game with no plan B. Plus, we practically didn't have a striker last season either. Would you agree, or am I talking rubbish? I mean, I think Newcastle are better than United, but I understand the logic. I completely get it. There's encouragement, there's signs, there's chances, but at the end of the day, if you don't put those away, teams will hurt you. Teams will hurt you. And now all of a sudden, the game is completely different, man. If Gordon's header finds the back of the net, it's a totally different game. But that's football. K the Active, thank you for the sub, my boy. Thank you for the sub. K the Activist, that is. Gakpo. Gravenberch. Out to Soboslai. Salah. Ekitike. Soboslai's pass just a little off. Yeah, I think Liverpool need another really strong midfielder, and I think you look at that team and they're complete. They definitely need attacking depth. I'm not trying to downplay the fact that, look, the unfortunate passing of Jota, Diaz and Nunez leaving. That's you need to replace them. I completely agree, but you can get depth, and it doesn't have to be the best, like Isak, who's gonna come in. And I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody tells me about. Oh, they can play together. If Isak comes in, Ekitike's responsibility in this team, the importance he has, is going to go down, man. I don't buy this thing of like they're gonna play together and Ekitike will just be fine. Ekitike becomes, look at Ekitike, man. Look at this guy. Such a good footballer, bro. I don't buy this thing of like, oh, Isak comes in and Ekitike, he's gonna still be the striker and they're gonna play perfectly together. Isak becomes the main man. He does, and I think you can address Liverpool's depth and attack in a way that you bring in bodies, but also Ekitike now doesn't just become an afterthought. Yeah, I don't think this is Liverpool at their best. I completely agree. Who's my man in the middle? Who's the guy next to Yashir or whatever his name is? Who's this guy that they're showing on TV? Who is that, chat? There's no midfielders on the market. That's nonsense, bro. That's nonsense. Yeah, they got food at home. I mean, look. This is like me saying, like, you have like a very, very nice burger. Can I offer you filet mignon? No one's going to say no to filet mignon. Obviously, if you can get him, you bring in the filet mignon as well, too. But the burger's really good as well, too, man. And when you see the filet mignon on your plate, you're kind of looking at the burger and say, okay, if there's still space in my stomach for food after I eat the filet mignon, okay, I'll take a few bites of the burger. But you're now second priority for me now, bro. Uh-oh, Tonali's shoulder is messed up, bro. Messed up. Which team do you think is the best if they all play at their best, if you know what I'm saying? I think Liverpool, but let's... Oh, that Gordon tackle is so bad. I think Liverpool, but let's see Arsenal. Let's see Arsenal of Eze. Wow! Do you guys see Van Dijk's knee? Gordon has lost his entire soul, bro. Even Van Dijk saying, yeah, you lost your mind, bro. You lost your mind. Not his knee, excuse me, his calf. Five 0 Inter. What a first game for Kivu, man. Wow. Five 0 versus Torino. Turam 2, Bastoni, Lautaro. Who scored the fifth? Who scored the fifth, man? Oh, Bonnie scored the fifth. He just came on. Go on, Bonnie. Tottenham, I think, can go quarterfinals of the Champions League. But, bro, once they start playing those bigger sides, I think quality is going to hurt them, man. They have a good team. They have a great manager. But Spurs are not, for me, an elite side yet. I think they're a sleeper in the Prem, though. Not for the title, but definitely for top 5. Rate Wirtz's performance. 6 out of 10 for me. What do I think of Giovanni Leone? I think he's a prospect, man. Seriously, that guy's a tank. Yeah, Gordon completely let them down today, bro. Completely let them down. That's under average. What does that mean? I don't really rate Jonathan David like that, man. I'm not gonna lie. Hello? Hello? Bruno Guimaraes gets one back. Bruno Guimaraes gets one back. Hello? This game just got interesting. Great response from Newcastle. The captain. Who else? Who else? And there's about 35 minutes plus injury time to play. Let's see what Newcastle have in the tank now, man. Let's see what they got. I reiterate. Oh, who did Bruno just bully like that, though? Is that Kerkez? I can't lie. Kerkez has to do... Bro, Kerkez gets bullied there, bro. Kerkez gets bullied right there, bro. What kind of defending is that? What kind of defending is that from Kerkez? Did we watch that correctly? Bro, he didn't even go for the ball. He just... What the hell? That was terrible. No, he didn't even get posterized, bro. He just, like, bent over. That's terrible, bro. That's terrible. How's tomorrow's SDS episode going to be? So we filmed the first part yesterday, and then I'm going in after this to film just the roundup for this part. But I think it's one of the best episodes, bro. I really enjoyed it. I think you guys are, if you guys are SDS fans, I think you guys are going to really enjoy the episode. He did bend over, bro. What do you mean, pause? That's what he did. He bent over. That's not defending. That's poor, man. Seriously. That's what you guys are telling me, pause. What did he do then? What other way can I say it? He leaned over. Come on, man. He bent over, man. I'm not even wrong. Facts. He just tried boxing out. Yeah, he tried boxing out. Facts. That's the... He thought it was the NBA, bro. He tried boxing out. You know when they shoot a three into the... Win the header, bro. If Isak doesn't go to Liverpool, where do you see him going? Personally, I see Barca go after him, even though they're... Yeah, I mean, Barca are the ones that you expect in a year's time. That striker hole up front. Lewandowski will be another year older. You would have to assume Barca are the team most interested. Now, will they have the money to put together a package that Newcastle are interested in? Remains to be seen. Jesus, Tonali needs to be careful, man. That's another one from behind. But yeah, if Barca could put together a financial package, that's the most likely I would think, because I think they're gonna need a number 9. I don't know what Kerkez is doing, bro. That's so poor. Baller League is happening again this year. SDS are gonna be back in it. Van Dijk. Sobotlai. Salah. Ball into Ekatike. Great feet. Verts. Loses it. Nice pass from Bruno. Bruno's such a good player, man. I really like Bruno Guimaraes. Barnes. Too much for Tonali to deal with. Too much for Tonali to deal with. Baller League is on FootMob. Yeah, it's been on FootMob. It was on it last year. Who do I think the next manager for United should be? Who should it be? I don't know. Who do I think it's going to be? I think it's going to be one of Iraola or Glasner. That's my personal opinion. I think one of those two managers will be the next Man United coach. And I would like both of them. I rate both of them as managers. And honestly, I think the next manager for Man United, I think they should go for a Prem manager. I think they should. But I think it'll be one of Iraola or one of Glasner. Why don't I rate Jonathan David? Like, I rate him. It's like relative to elite center forwards, I don't really rate him. I just think he's a good striker. He's nothing special for me. But I respect his record at the same time too, man. His goal scoring record is pretty impressive. It is pretty impressive, but I don't know. I look at him in the same boat as I kind of like. For me, he's like a worse Lautaro, and I think even Lautaro is good, but I'd never think of Lautaro in the best center forwards in the world because I just think physically, right? They're not the fastest, they're not the strongest. They're very good inside the box, but I feel like against the elite teams, they are a bit easy to defend against. Lacazette for me is the same way. Like, even Lacazette is best, right? He scores goals, but you just don't think he's an elite center forward. So that's kind of where I look at it. So David's a good center forward. Jonathan David's a good player. But elite, not for me, really. Not for me. What do I rate the entire game up until now? I've enjoyed it. I've actually really liked this game. I think the Gordon red card kind of put a damper on things, but fair play to Newcastle, man. They responded pretty well. What other football YouTubers do I watch? Have I heard of? Of course I heard of Box to Box, man. I know all those guys. Shout out to the Box to Box podcast. What other YouTubers that I like? I watch Faisal. Football YouTubers, guys, I'm going to be honest. I don't watch as much as you would probably think. I watch Faisal. I watch Cam. I watch Amenia. And I watch James Alcott. Outside of that, in terms of like analysis, outside of that, I don't really watch. I like Ballon as a YouTube channel. That's for me my favorite YouTube channel. But they do documentaries. Fuad as well too. Yeah, I watch my friends. And I do it also as support. Guys, I'm going to be real, right? I do so much football during my day in terms of working, watching, recording. That when I end up going on YouTube, football is not the thing I want to go see. It's not. Like, I've consumed so much of it already. I go to YouTube to escape all of that, bro. Obviously, there's some guys I have to watch, right? Like, Faisal, for me, his videos are hilarious. But, yeah, man, I don't consume that much football content just because... I prefer NBA content more than football content, if I'm being honest. Like, for me, Kenny, the NBA content creator, I love him. I love his videos, bro. I watch every single one of them. And his podcast is quite good as well, too. Yeah, he's great. Expressions, I see Expressions as clips a lot, but I don't really like watch the videos from start to finish. No. Nah, it's not about opinions, man. It's just like, oh my goodness. Newcastle almost go direct from a corner. Allison punches away. Dan Burn keeps it. Puts it back into the box. Joelinton. Kerkez does much better defending it that time. And then Ekatike boots it away. Newcastle are putting pressure on, man. They are putting pressure. Do I think football creation will ever get as big as NBA? By that, I mean like Kenny did of a podcast with Adam Silver. I think it could. I think it could. Like, bro, with all due respect, I've interviewed Thierry Henry. I've interviewed Wayne Rooney. Like, and I'm a YouTuber. So, yeah, I think it's definitely possible. For sure. But yeah, it's not a question of me not rating their content. I think there's very, very talented football content creators. It's more so just... There's only so many hours of the day, guys, and I don't want to spend every waking hour just consuming football. You got to disconnect sometimes, man. You have to. I like watching as well too KG and Paul Pierce's podcast. I think they're hilarious. I like watching clips from the Jeff Teague podcast. That shit is hilarious to me. Yeah, man. Nah, NFL. I don't watch any other sport other than basketball and football. The one sport I would like to get into one day is tennis, but NFL, baseball, for me, it doesn't interest me now. Boxing, nah. Boxing airs too late for me to ever get into it, bro. Like, I'm seeing these fights start at like what, 4 or 5 a.m. Can't be asked, man. I can't be asked. If it started at like 8 p.m., I'd watch it, but golf, impossible, bro. Impossible. Tonali off. I'm gonna expect that due to injury. He's been kind of nursing a shoulder injury for a few minutes now. Lewis Miley, the forgotten man. I feel like 2 seasons ago he had a really breakout year, and then last year I don't know whether it was due to injury or just Tonali coming back, didn't play as much, but still a talented player. Livramento throws into the box. Kerkez struggling to keep away. Is that Botman? Shar? Oi! Shar with an amazing ball across the box. Van Dijk clears away. All right, Newcastle, even with 10 men, are pushing. They are pushing right now, bro. Trippier. Absolutely nobody. All right, Gravenberch is grabbing onto Joelinton, huh? I'll tell you what, chat. I think Gravenberch is a little lucky, right? Because the way now referees said they're officiating holding in the box, I think he's a little fortunate, man. I think he's a little fortunate. Defenders have to be very, very careful now with how they defend on corners, because Premier League have come out and said now they're refereeing it a different way. He's holding him like that. I think you're always running the risk now, man. Always. Ekatike. Touch is too heavy. Liverpool, man, they need to get a hold of this game right now. It has completely escaped them. 10 men Newcastle are onto them right now, bro. Gravenberch. Wirtz. Denburn gets there ahead of him. I think I would take off Florian Wirtz in this game, man. I think now the game is completely escaping him. I actually think he was okay before maybe the last 10 minutes. But now I think Liverpool, they keep getting pushed further and further back. I think you take off Wirtz, you bring in... I don't know who they would bring in. Who do they have off the bench? Biased? How am I biased, man? I don't know who you bring in, though. That's the only thing. Maybe I bring on Connor Bradley. I push Sobotlai higher up. That's what I would probably do, Chet. If I was a coach. I would maybe bring on Bradley, bring Sobotlai into midfield, just to add a little bit of steel right now. Because I think at the moment, the game is starting to run past Wirtz a little bit. But Liverpool have the ball back now. Gakpo. To nobody. Goal kick. Now, Endo for me is like last 5 minutes thing. You're just backs against the wall. I think you can still... There's still enough time in this game. I wouldn't bring on Endo. I don't think so. I would bring on Bradley and bring Sobotlai into midfield. Is he injured? He's on the bench. I don't know. Is he injured? Yeah, or Joe Gomez. Anybody. I would just move Sobotlai into midfield, I think. Gakpo. Jones. Allison, Jones. Oof. Liverpool holding on to the ball. I think this is good, though, from Liverpool. Just, you need to get a foothold back in the game, man. It started getting ridiculous at one point. Verts. Here's an opportunity now. Space to run into. Plays it into the feet of Szoboszlai. Salah. Salah dinks it. Far post. Gakpo. Rio. I would not bring Rio into this kind of game, bro. They got to manage Rio. They got to manage Rio well. And I think bringing him in 20 minutes left against Newcastle where you're going to be on the back foot. I'm bringing on Rio next game. Oh, no. I wouldn't play Rio until the 4th game of the season. I'm not playing him Arsenal at Anfield either. Rio is a player you want to bet in properly. You see how they bet in Max Dauman the other day against Leeds. They're already 4-0 up or whatever. Last 25 minutes, go on, kid. Get some minutes. You don't want to bring in Rio for what? His Premier League debut against Newcastle at St. James's Park when they're chasing for a result. That's not how you manage youngsters, in my opinion, bro. Ngumoa. I'm not afraid to say his name. I'm not Faisal. I just call him Rio. But I know how to pronounce his name. Ngumoa. I just think Rio is cold as a name. Kerkez. Okay, I think Liverpool have kind of killed the sting of the game a little bit. Szoboszlai. Salah. Gakpo's been probably your best player this game, man. What are you talking about? I said we're stuck with Gakpo. He's been really good this game. 5-0 Inter. Yeah, I seen that. Am I happy with Cunha at United? Yeah, I am. I like Cunha. I think he's taken to life really well at United so far, first 2 games. Van Dijk. Gakpo. Ah, you gotta be better there. Bruno. Wants a foul, doesn't get it. Ekitike. That's poor from Ekitike. That's really poor from Ekitike. Joelinton. Wins the free kick. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I think Joelinton's been really good this game. I think Joelinton's been really, really good this game. JK knows ball. Appreciate you for the super chat. Love the vids. Keep it up. Livermento might be the most underrated fullback in the world. What a cross as well, too. Appreciate you, first of all, for the compliment, man. And yeah, I think Livermento is tremendous, bro. Seriously, I think he's so good. I like fullbacks who are equally as good going forward as they are defending. That guy he's really as close as you can get to a perfect fullback, I think, in terms of having all the attributes. I look at him, Reece James, like these guys don't really have any flaws in their game if you really think about it, bar obviously GM staying fit. Fabrizio Romano just said Isaac to Al Nasser. I'm gonna check just because you donated, but I'm almost positive he didn't. Yeah, I don't think so. Senai Eskinder, thank you to the super chat. If Arsenal don't win a trophy this year, Iraola to Arsenal would move mountains. Interesting you think that, but they must this year. I think that's self-explanatory. This year has to be the year for Arsenal, man. Has to be. Iraola though for Arsenal or for Arteta. Interesting. What a finish from Ekitike, man. Seriously. Jean Arias or Martinelli? Did Arias play this weekend? TDPR. Raza's given up on Kerkez already. The thing with Kerkez, though, right? I'm a little surprised the way they're using him. I thought they were going to use Kerkez as like a wingback because that's kind of the way you played at Bournemouth. But they're almost playing him as like an inverted fullback in possession. Like he almost like forms a 3 at times, which is so bizarre. Like I don't know what the plan is with that, but I was really kind of expecting him to come on and him and Frimpong would be like wingbacks basically. Gravenberch dropping into a 3. But now he's used Kerkez as like a left-sided center back at times almost. Or at least that was the case against Bournemouth and in the Community Shield as well too. Joelinton out. Hey, I think Joelinton's been their best player. That's a big loss for them. It's because Gakpo likes to hold width and so does... I get that, bro, but then why would you buy Kerkez then? Like, that for me is surprise. I thought it was going to... You know what I thought they were going to do, chat? I thought Wirtz was going to be playing off the left. And because he likes to drift in, then Kerkez would be the one holding the width for Liverpool. But it hasn't been the case. It's been Gakpo playing off the left and Kerkez playing almost inverted. So I didn't see it coming, and I'm not sure how I feel about it yet either, man. Yeah, I seen Delap's. Bro, that's crazy. Everyone got a special talent, man. Delap's ability to do maths like that is insane. Insane, bro. My interview of Henri, there's clips of it on BR Football. There is not an actual full interview out on, like, YouTube or anything. And I think the French bit as well, too. They didn't include it. But wow, best interview I've ever done. Harvey Barnes off. Who's coming on? Who's this? Osula. Who's this chat? Who's Osula? Who's Osula? I don't know. Never seen this guy in my life. Never seen this guy in my life. Danish. William Osula. Third striker. I mean, at the moment, he's their first striker, bro. He's not playing for them, and Wilson's gone. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kerkez. No, Jones. Great feed from Jones. Ekitike is making a run. Jones holds on to it. Oh, Jones. That's the problem with Jones, right? I love Curtis Jones, man. I think he's a talented player. But he's got to play that way earlier. I think Curtis Jones' timing of his passes is always a second too late, man. It's always a second too late, bro. Yeah. Curtis Jones needs to learn to release the ball quicker, man. Good player, but... Uh-oh, Fabian Schär is down. Fabian Schär is down. I hope he's okay. Allison looked pretty concerned. Let's see. Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. Head injury. Oof. Let me see a replay for this. Let me see a replay for this, man. Have we spoken about Salah? In what sense? I think he's been like I don't think Salah has gotten really into effective enough positions to really make an impact, right? Salah, he's got to be close to goal, man. He's got to be getting himself into positions where he can really make a difference. And I think bar that one pass, he hasn't really gotten the ball in areas where he can really hurt you. That's what makes Salah so brilliant, right? That's what makes Salah so brilliant. The performance is, again, 6 out of 10 for me. Connor Bradley coming on. So is Chiesa. Alright. So first sub, Chiesa on for Ekatike. And Vert's off as well too. So yeah, like I predicted, man. Vert's off. Bradley on. Sobotsai probably goes to midfield. Tell you, man. Me and Arna slot. We're tapped in, man. We're tapped in. Me and Arna. I call him Arna to be honest. I call him Arnie to be fair. You guys call him Arna. Yeah. That's how it goes, man. It's just like that, man. We're tapped in. All right, play resumes. You call him AR. R is cold, man. Hank Schrader. Aye, Hank Schrader's hilarious. Remember when he came to the Premier League and they were saying Ten Hag and Slot, it was like Heisenberg and Hank Schrader. That shit killed me, man. Because why did they low-key look similar? Bruno. Hacks down. Who is that? Chiesa. Malik Chow coming on. On for Fabian Schär. I think this is his debut, no? Malik Chow. Excuse me. I need action, man. I need action. I need goals. This game's putting me to sleep now, bro. This game had a good tempo, but last 10 minutes, starting to fizzle out. Sobotsai. Do Newcastle have one more shot in them? Fab Bomba, what do you tweet? Bears, man, you got me again. Bears, I checked. Van Dijk. Sobotsai. I think Chiesa's playing in the middle, no? Thoughts on Salah this game? I told you, I just don't think he's gotten himself into good positions to really impact the game from a production point of view like he normally does. Salah's a player who every touch he usually takes is very efficient in terms of like, he always wants to receive the ball in a position where like in 2 touches he can get out of his feet to either create a chance or take a shot on goal. And today, just how the game has been dictated, he hasn't really been able to find his spots or even pick up the ball in those kinds of positions. Which, to be fair, he hasn't played bad, right? Because a bad game for me is like when he's losing the ball and stuff like that, or like completely nullified. I just think he's kind of been on the periphery. So for me, 6 out of 10 game. Like games against PSG away, that for me was like a stinker. This game, I just don't think it's been his game yet. But it doesn't always have to be world-class game or stinker. I think today he's been meh. Yeah, he's been irrelevant for me. He hasn't, it's not enough to call it a stinker or like a world-class performance. He's just been okay. 6 out of 10 for me. Allison clears wide. I hyped up Verts, he will flop. Okay, man, if you say so. If you say so. You guys are too eager to like, Cherokee stinks, Verts stinks, Reinders is a flop already. Alright, man. If you say so. Livermento. Elanga. Osula, I still don't know who this guy is, man. Does he have 20? Bro, I might just be a casual then, man. I've never seen this guy in my life. Osula. Does Cherokee suit Liverpool more? How does he suit them more? I think Cherokee will have similar. I think Cherokee and Verts, they're in a similar situation, man. They just gotta get adjusted to the league, bro. That's really all it is, man. I think both of them will be absolutely fine. In fact, I think they'll be better than fine. This game has turned to shit, man. It's turned to shit real quick. Could I like say what camera I use for my videos? People was asking in the Discord, so maybe I could tell them or clip it and show them it. So the camera I use is a Sony FX30. It was paid by BR Football, so it's not a camera I bought. It's like top line camera. Like that's what we use to record the eye test, and I just use it to stream as well too. You don't need it to be able to stream. I would recommend a Canon M50. I think that's a good camera for anyone to use to vlog or to just record videos on their face. That's what I use, and then I use a Digi Osmo as my vlogging camera. Again, you don't have to get it. It's a very expensive camera. You don't have to choose that one, but I think it's very good. It's very small. It's very handheld. I really like it. Connor Bradley. Salah. Bradley. Bruno wins it. Oh, Bruno, brilliant. Bruno's so good, man. Bruno Guimaraes is so underrated in my opinion, man. Why gatekeep? Why would I gatekeep that? I use an FX30 to film commercials. Haha, I might as well vlog with that, bro. Exactly. It's a very good camera, right? Like top end. I just have it, so I'm like, why don't I just stream with it? It's the best quality possible. Cherokee will cook. Ball over the top. Oh, shit! 2-2! Who is that? Osula! 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 I didn't know who this guy was 20 minutes ago. I'll tell you what. I won't be forgetting about him now. You can't see me. My time is now. Wow. Liverpool have fumbled this. 10 men Newcastle. 10 men Newcastle has just made it 2-2. That's a fumble. Where's it gone wrong here? Nick Pope. Direct from goal. Oh, Konate getting bullied by Dan Burn. The flick on. And Osula, I mean, Allison, did he come out? I mean, it actually comes off of Konate. Gravenberch doesn't track the runner. Allison. Should Allison have stayed in goal? Chat? What do we think? Nah, maybe. You think he has to come out there? I think if he has to come out, chat, then he has to get the ball. Maybe I'm being picky. Maybe I'm just looking for a scapegoat there. But Konate definitely has to do better there. Wow. 2-2. Konate has been poor, man. Konate, to be fair, though, the last 3 games, I haven't been moved. I really haven't been moved. And it's Newcastle again pushing for a winner with 10 men. Straight to Allison. Yeah, let me change the scoreboard real quick. Hold on. Kerkez. Over the top. Malik Chow. Easy. Never mind. No, it's not. Dan Burn. Oh, that wasn't Dan Burn. It was Lewis Hall. Livermento. Brony Guimaraes. Elanga, look at the wheels on Elanga, man. Look at the pace on Elanga. He's got no one up there with him, but still wins a corner. Still wins a corner. 1v4 and manages to get a corner. Elanga is rapid, man. He is so fast. Wow. Yeah, Guimaraes, guys, honestly, what a player. What a player. Someone I honestly think could get into every team in the Premier League. I mean that. I think Bruno G can start for anyone in the Prem. Any team could use Bruno. He would start for City, in my opinion. I think he would start for Liverpool. I think he'd play at Arsenal. I think he plays for anybody, man. He's really, really good. 11 minutes is crazy, though, man. Wow. Tell you what, I think there's a third goal for someone here. I definitely think there's another goal here. If this game stays 2-2, I'll be surprised. Elanga over the corner. Cleared away by Van Dijk. Who honestly feels, chat, like the only one that's kept this Liverpool defense together today, man. I feel like Van Dijk has kept this defense together on his own. Like he's really like trying to like hold everyone together, man. Cause his partner today, Konate, I'm telling you, man, his head's gone. His head is gone. Guys, we're blaming Trent. Livramento with a long throw. Looking for the Dan Burn flick. And again, it's Van Dijk. Again, it's Van Dijk, man. Livramento's going to toss it in there again. Livramento. Yeah, my timer goes off after 90 minutes, guys. Oh! Alisson punches away. Salah. Can't keep it. Newcastle continue. This is insane, chat. This is insane. 10 men Newcastle are pressing the league winners, pressing the champions for a third goal in the 92nd minute. It's incredible. It's incredible. They're fueled off hatred for Isak. It's another corner for Newcastle. 5 corners to 1. Slot is sweating. Elanga with another corner. Surely he's going to aim for Burn again. Out to Jacob Ramsey. Lewis Miley. Put back into the mixer. Salah just clears away. This is crazy, chat. Newcastle have 10 men, and they have literally packed Liverpool into their own half. This is crazy. Lewis Miley. They're just looking for Dan Burn, man. They're just looking for Dan Burn. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Guys, don't put fake scores into the chat, guys. Seriously, it just ruins it for everybody else. It just ruins it for everybody else. Curtis Jones. Kerkez, who I actually think has had a poor game, to be honest with you. I haven't been impressed with Kerkez today. Usola, or Osula, excuse me, runs the channel really well. Holds it up. Livramento goes off Gakpo. Livramento again, looking for a target, and again it was at Kerkez that time. Wow, this is crazy, man. This is actually incredible, guys. Newcastle have played with 10 men for over 45 minutes now, damn near an hour. They've played with 10 men. I'm astounded. I'm seriously astounded. They were down 2-0 at one point with 10 men. and now it's 2-2, and they look the more likely to score. What Eddie Howe, what a manager, but Newcastle, what a team, what a club. Another corner. Another corner. Elanga again. That's an incredible game. Incredible game. Van Dijk again. Van Dijk again. Carrick just got bodied right there. Oh my goodness. St. James's crowd is the 11th man. Rio coming on. So is Harvey Elliott. Off comes Curtis Jones. And off comes Gakpo. You know who Liverpool need right now? They need Darwin Nunez. I swear he's got a good record against Newcastle. I just remember that game where he scored those 2 goals. Bradley. Lewis Miley wins it. Burn. Boots it up the pitch. Liverpool just need to hold on to the game a little, man. They just need to get hold of the ball. Just slow it down a little bit. Kerkez. Rio. Skips past 1. Gets put into a corner. Does pretty well. Wants the foul. Not going to get it. But promising. Promising first action. Van Dijk. Konate. This has not been Salah's game, man. This has not been Salah's game. Harvey Elliott. Back to Konate. $1,500 people in the chat, guys. Make sure you hit the likes if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We got about 4 minutes of injury time left. Let me read a few more of these super chats, by the way. I'm gonna read the super chats after the game. I don't wanna get distracted. The game is too insane. I'm gonna read them all after the game. Sorry, guys. I got caught up in the game, man. I'd be forgetting that people will be sending super chats. Nick Pope pumps it forward. Won by Connor Bradley. Is there one more chance for either one of these teams? One more big chance. Lewis Miley over the top. Yeah, this might end 2-2, chat. This might end 2-2. Kerkez. Rio. Gravenberch. Yeah, the subs have flown forward, man. I think the watchalongs have definitely helped, but that's crazy. 77K subs. I think we were on 74, 75 like 2 days ago. Big moves, man. Hey, 100K by the end of the year, man. That's the goal. That's the goal. Van Dijk, Kerkez. Liverpool are finishing the game the strongest, but it might be too little too late because They haven't really had a clear-cut chance in what feels like half an hour. Konate. Gravenberch. Chiesa. I'll tell you what. Sobotlai. Rio! Rio and Gumoa! 3-2 Liverpool. 3-2 Liverpool. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is why they're champions. Wow. Wow. Liverpool have just won it at the end. Oh my goodness. What a moment. This is why they're champions, guys. This is why they're champions. We were saying St. James's Park was thumping today. Rio has just silenced it. Silenced the entire stadium. 100 minutes on the clock. Unbelievable dummy from Sobotlai and Rio and Gumoa on his Premier League debut. Finishing like it's his 100th game, man. Wow. What a moment for the kid. But what a moment for Liverpool, man. What a moment. This sport's unbelievable, man. This sport is unbelievable. What a moment I'm so happy for him, man. I'm so happy for him. That's a crazy moment. I mean, look, the second half, they have been completely outclassed. Newcastle, by far the better team for large parts of the second half. To lose like that is heartbreaking. But wow. This is what champions do, man. It's what champions do. That's it. Wow. Oh, no, it's not it. Is it? Van Dijk and Dan Burn exchanging words. Do we get one more chance? Free kick for Newcastle. Rio, man. Wow. I can't believe this, man. One last chance for Bruno. Don't tell me. Oh my goodness, corner. Corner for Newcastle. One last chance. Nick Pope's surely got to come up. Lewis Hall to whip it in. Maybe the last attack of the game. Lewis Hall. Again, Van Dijk. This guy's unbelievable, man. He's unbelievable. Oh, that's it, man. That's it. That's heartbreaking for Newcastle, man. Seriously, that is heartbreaking for Newcastle. What a way to lose the game. But what a way to win it for Liverpool, man. And look, now the tempers have just boiled over, man. Bruno Guimaraes, I don't blame him, man. He is probably sick to his stomach. Yeah, let me change the scoreboard. Oh my goodness, man. This might be the game of the season, bro. I know we're only 2 weeks in, but if this ended up being the game of the season, I wouldn't be too mad. What a game, man. What a game. One last long throw. It's over. Liverpool 3. Well, let me change the scoreboard. Liverpool 3. Newcastle 2. And one of the best games you will see this season. It's not even letting me change it, but fuck, man. I'm going to read these last few super chats, and I'm going to go record a final review. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Wow, what a game. What a game. 47, your GA predictions for Benjamin Sesko. I don't know, man. I can't even think about Sesko right now. In the Prem, I'll say 13 goals, 4 assists. I think that's realistic. So what, 16, 17 GA. Duarte, Garcia, Slot, Glasner, and now Silva. They all to explain countering Amram's tactics like a book and said exactly the same thing. Why do you think he's so stubborn? Because he's only played one system his entire career, bro. He's a young manager. It's the only thing he knows. It's the only thing he knows. What's a capacitor? Please help. I'm in engineering. I ain't done engineering for 4 years, man. Brooke Mulu, thank you for the super chat. Arsenal are finally going to win the Premier League. City and Liverpool are too exposed in the back. They might, but bro, the attacking fire this Liverpool team has, man. Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. That's 2 games in a row now. Last minute winners to get them over the line. Ravel, Livermento to United, summer 26, Dallo replacement. Also, Euro ahead of Konate for the Saliba partner in the World Cup. Tell you what, Konate, great performance for Liverpool, or great win for Liverpool, but Konate shaky today, man. My guy Steven, Dan, Burn, and Bruno's performances can't be overlooked. Bro, I feel for them, man. Bruno Guimaraes, soldier. What a performance, even in a loss, man. What a performance. And then I am Mike. I can't take this anymore. We're back to 21-22. Hearts and mouth stuff, man. But hey, if you're a Liverpool fan, you wouldn't want it any other way. Guys, thank you for everyone who tuned in. Make sure all 1,500 people on YouTube, hit the like button before you leave. Get it to 1,000 likes. Subscribe if you haven't already. Keep an eye out for the final match review. I will be back. I will be back in terms of the match review. And then I got SDS later tonight. What a game. What a... I'm lost for words, man. I'm lost for words. Football.